Hi and welcome to Calamon Tour. Today I'm at the Anglesey Sea Zoo and I read that it's one of the most accessible places to come here in the north of Wales. Now I absolutely love this place. I've been coming since I was a kid and it's considered to be one of the leading places for marine life and the rehabilitation of marine life anywhere in the UK. It has got disabled parking really outside the door, and there's these charging points, and there's a big kids play area as well. But today we're going to go inside and have a look exactly what the Sea Zoo has to offer. Come on, let's have a look.
Hello. 2 please, thank you.
Need it. The Anglesey Sea Zoo is actually one of the conservation places for marine life, not only in North Wales but in the whole of the UK as well, and we'll hopefully see more about that as we're walking round. Just see the size of the fish in here. Hello.
I made it too.
As you know from previous videos, I'm a bit of a fish whisperer. Now I'm hoping that that was not just a one-off and a fluke, and I can talk to them here as well.
Fish have got you on scene, love.
Yeah. Well, these are Welsh fish, so they might be a different language.
Oh yes. All Celtic. It'll be in your Celtic blood, love. I like being able to walk over the water with the fishes swimming underneath.
Is it placed at a flatfish? See it, camouflaged.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, he doesn't look too perky, does he? Look, fight. Of all the places, I like how these two had to just stand over each other to get past. Like there's not enough room. They might know that it's due to be feeding time. Hello. Unfortunately, and just to be a bit serious for a moment, there are people that will always use flash photography in here. And it's exceptionally bad for the fish. When you startle a fish, it can actually kill them by how they respond. So that's why we don't have flash photography. Your pictures aren't as important as the fishies.
I want to go swimming, but I know I'm not allowed. I want to become one with the fish.
I'm starting to think you might have fish issues. They are lovely though, aren't they? Look at them. Fish are incredible. They have such characters and personalities.
This was always my favourite. Now hopefully they're going to do it, but it's the big waves. Always used to excite me coming here as a kid. Something's bubbling away. I don't think the wave's working.
It's usually done it by now, hasn't it?
It's temporary. So this is the wave tank. Absolutely love it, but it's temporarily. Oh well. It's not working at the minute, so. I'm gutted about that.
I know, I used to love this.
This should be so much fun.
Again, it's really important. Waves for different species. And it aerates the water.
It's because they've got some new anemones.
Anemones.
So they're waiting for them to settle before they put it back on.
Ah, so we've got some babies. Their new home.
One thing I absolutely hate in the ocean are jellyfish, and it's still giving me the freaks now. My nephew was swimming just off the coast of Scotland a few years ago, and he swam straight into a jellyfish, and he had such a reaction to it. He ended up in hospital. They are really not to be rifled with. One thing about jellyfish is they're so mesmerising. Come and have a look at this. I could watch this for hours. These ones are slightly bigger, and there's loads of them. They are so beautiful. It's like little angels flying in the water. So mesmerising.
Look at it. It's so pretty. He's so pretty. Look at this one, holding on. He's like, what's the character from Patrick from SpongeBob? Holding on for dear life. Are you okay with it? Yeah. When I had my lovely goldfish, Sir Geoffrey Tibbs, one of the things that you really had to be on the ball with is water quality, because if you didn't, that can really damage the fish. So when people say, oh, you can just put a goldfish in a water tank with cold water, you absolutely cannot. Cold tap water has chlorine in it, which can kill the fish and damage the fish. So you need to do a series of tests. And this is what this lab is. It's a water quality testing. You have to test for nitrate, ammonia and nitrite. And that's really important for fishes, especially for a very special fish. But for fish, all fish kind, you have to do these tests and make sure that they're at very specific levels for what type of fish you have. So this is what I would do on a daily basis, and sometimes if Geoffrey was a little bit off, I would do it a couple of times a day. And I would use something called Prime, which would neutralise any of the bad stuff, so Geoffrey would be happy. So make sure when you do get your fish that you keep them in the best environment possible. His eye is beautiful. It's like a marble. He's a grey triggerfish. He's vulnerable. He's asleep in his teapot. He's a tompot blenny. He's so tiny. He's so little. He's such a tiny little gentleman.
These lobsters are huge. Obviously, they're the molts of the actual lobster, but you can just imagine how old that these guys would have been, because they only grow millimeters. Is it a year? We'll find out in a bit, but it's massive, and I'm sure his claw is bigger than my hand. Look at these guys floating about. They're mesmerising. I don't even know what they are. What's the fish? These guys, they just seem to be hovering. They don't seem to be at all swimming. But they're called the common cuttlefish.
He just changed colour. He just changed colour as he went nearer that piece of wood.
That's amazing.
That
yeah,
was so cool.
See him changing now.
They're very inquisitive. You'd have to get your Scotland badge out and see if it...
Goes blue.
Yeah.
I'm not putting my hand in it.
This little guy. They're like tiny Cthulhus.
It's remarkable how dark it got then.
Yeah. No, what does it say? How do they change colour? The cells in the top layers within the cuttlefish skin are called chromatophores. These cells include a saccule containing pigmentation. Muscles are used to stretch and contract the saccule to change the quantity of pigment on show. The muscles are neurally controlled through nerve endings attached to the chromatophores. It was easy the first time. And are directly linked to the brain. The chromatophores.
Maybe we'll just use music over this bit.
You can produce colours of black, red, brown, orange and yellow.
Considering this is one of the most accessible places to come in the north of Wales, there's not many places to sit halfway around unchatted. Oh, I found him. He's hiding. Look at his little face peeping out there.
There's an eel in the back. Have you seen the eel?
That long one at the back is a snake pipefish. It's like the guy who invented it was like I'm not too sure what it is. It's like a snake, it's a pipe. No, I'll just call it all three. Snake pipefish.
Let's see what's in this tank. Oh, it's a callum. Oh, he's got a friend. Yeah, it was a bit dramatic, if you don't mind my say so, love. The horror! The horror!
So shipwrecks are found across the UK as well as the world. And always amazes me that all the things that are in shipwrecks are just left. We've got some here that have been brought back. I think really beautiful things, and plates and pots, and one day that this was used on a captain's table, the next it's in a sea zoo in North Wales. This is really cool in here. I'm so in awe. It really looks like it could be either the bottom of a boat that's creaking and the fish are just outside. It's beautiful. I was remembering here as well, I don't know if it's still here, a massive eel. Well, let's see if we can see it, eh? So in here at one point, I think I might have just spotted him, was a conger eel, a European conger eel. And they are huge and scare me a bit. And what I thought might have been him, I think he's just a rock.
Nice job, love.
It was a rock, wasn't it?
It is a rock.
It is a rock.
I like the tiny roads.
Now in this one over here, I'm going to do my David Attenborough bit now. It is probably one of the rarest of all sea creatures. Come and have a look at the deep sea toilet fish.
In its natural habitat.
It's got absolutely loads of different fish in here. It's really cool. Some I've never seen before. Like this guy, I've got to say he is particularly cool and quite fierce looking.
Look at this little chap down here. Oh, they look so lumpy. I like them very much.
Now you will laugh you'll sniggered and you'll call me crazy, but I found him.
There he is. He's camera shy. But he is in there.
I can imagine it being really expensive to run something like this on a daily basis, especially when it says here that they give all their animals a gourmet meal. This is where they prep it all in here, and I've got to say I would love to just to sit and watch and see what they do. Mesmerising. Probably not eat any of the food though.
Ew.
And even the feeding, it really is like a laboratory.
There's Bruce machine.
Oh, look at this guy. Sadly, we can't see any of the pregnant lobsters today because they're doing routine maintenance. There's a guy scrubbing his tank there. But they do a lot of work here about lobsters and, to be honest, about a lot of marine wildlife. And I was just reading that local fishermen around the island of Anglesey will bring pregnant lobsters here and they will get the eggs for them and help build the population of the lobsters. The lobsters will be here at the Sea Zoo from round about 12 to 18 months. So from the eggs to becoming juveniles and being able to be sent back to the wild to be able to grow out there and where they should be, which is amazing. Here at the Sea Zoo in Anglesey, they've been helping for years, since the late 2000s, to help repopulate seahorses, the British seahorse. Now, they've really struggled since pollution and fishing inside the waters here in the UK. And before they were protected, the Sea Zoo was really helping to bring those figures up. And they've also got special apparatus to use here at the zoo. Now, a lot of places around the UK have actually tried to help bring these figures up, and a lot of them have failed. Now, the Sea Zoo was the first place in the UK to rear juveniles and release them, which is incredible. But as I said, there's not a great success rate. And here at the Sea Zoo, and the museum in London are the only two places in the UK that really do well and really have a programme to help raise the levels of the British seahorse. Now, we couldn't get there before, but let's have a look at this next room. This is even better. I'm prepared to get a bit wet. I don't know why, but I absolutely love that. I can see that there's animals inside that love it too. Now it is pretty wet here and there's railings all the way around, so I recommend using it because it is very slippery underfoot. Look at this lobster guy down here. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Now, unfortunately, both in the wild and here in captivity, only a small portion of lobsters actually make it to being full-grown adults. But they're really making a great effort into raising lobsters here.
I like that you can walk over the fish. And even though it's this type of flooring, my stick doesn't get caught in it or anything. Oh, hello.
It's really cool, but this guy is massive. That's a basking shark and is the biggest fish that we get here in the UK and across Europe, and is only the second largest fish from the whale shark that is bigger. We get these across the UK and they don't eat an awful lot, and they just open their big mouths and absorb what is in the water. They are absolutely amazing, and the plankton and things like that that go into their mouth, they will need a lot of that to keep them going. Incredible, incredible. One thing I'd like to actually see.
Here he comes. Whee!
One thing we've got here, a model of, is a dolphin. Now, I've never seen a dolphin in Wales, but I can tell you a couple of places that you can see them really well. And who knows, maybe one day I'll be able to take you and have a look.
This is my favourite room.
Now, it says somewhere that this is not actually amplified. This is the size of these fish. And they are huge. And I feel like I'm in the way. I feel like I've just stumbled across a highway of fish. This is incredible. I love fish, I love water, and it's just really mesmerising just how you can just drift off and be in another world. It is literally like another world.
Hello. I think your fish whispering skills are coming out again. You've made some friends.
I tell you, I think I was a fish in a former life. They literally stopped to eat. They were all swimming by before and they stopped.
Hello.
That is amazing. That is still one of my favourite places to visit anywhere. I absolutely love it. And there's only a few more places to go, but I want to come back already.
Where are we going now, Callum?
So this is where I take the camera off Mickey
Oh.
and we lose her through the shot.
Thank you.
That's what she said, yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed the Sea Zoo here on Anglesey, and just before we finish off, they're doing a lot of building work here on Anglesey at the Sea Zoo because they want to be one of the first in the world to have a special hospital for marine life. And the reason why they've decided to do this was over the last couple of years, because of climate change, we've had a lot of trouble with different turtles and sea turtles washing up on our shores, and they shouldn't actually be here. And the reason is because the hot and the cold streams are joining up, or making the sea turtles confused, and they go into this hibernation mode and just get swept up to our shores. And there's been some just on the straits that I can see from here. And places like this here on Anglesey are building places where they can rehabilitate those sea turtles and animals of all different marine life, and they will then take them where they should be, back off, which I think is absolutely amazing, and I wish other places would do that. It's a shame it has to happen anyway. But that's it for the Sea Zoo. Accessible, yes, I've absolutely loved it. Couple of little niggles, and it's very minuscule. There's not many places to sit in and around the Sea Zoo. That's the only little thing, but it is all flat, and most of the time it's easy to get around, and it's really good. But that's it for this week of Calamon Tour. Please subscribe if you can, and remember to hit that like button. And until next week, see you again. Just as we were finishing up, we saw this guy here with the googly eyes. I love it. I love quirky stuff. See you again.